From a small clothing shop to a 54,000 crore real estate empire. The story of Irfan Razack that will shake every dreamer. Let me tell you, many stories begin with wealth and end with wealth. But some stories begin with struggle, pass through broken dreams, and then reach such a height that the world can only watch in disbelief. Irfan Razack's story is exactly like that. Just imagine. An old ancestral house, childhood laughter echoing through the walls, the fragrance of memories in the courtyard, the room where the whole family once sat together. And then one day circumstances became so harsh that the Sam house had to be sold. Selling a house is never just a property transaction. It feels like selling a piece of your heart. At that moment, there were only two things inside Irfan: pain and a dream. Pain because the roots were being cut away. And a dream because if he truly wanted to do something big in life, he had to take risks. That was the moment that changed the story of his life. Think about Bangalore in 1956, when the city wasn't shining with glass towers and neon lights like today. Back then, it was a calm, simple, modest city. This is where the Razack family's first business journey began. His father, Sattar Razack, started a small men's clothing shop. The shop was small, resources were limited, but the passion was huge. Since childhood, Irfan would sit in the shop, watch customers come and go, and learn that business doesn't run only on products. It runs on trust. College ended, responsibility arrived, and Irfan entered the family business along with his two brothers. But somewhere inside him, there was a restlessness. Was life meant to remain limited to selling clothes? Or was this journey destined for a much bigger destination? Then came the 1980. India was changing, cities were expanding, aspirations were rising, and real estate was quietly becoming a power sector. Irfan decided that it was time to stop being ordinary and become extraordinary. He took a step most people can't even imagine. He sold the family's ancestral home. People were shocked. Some laughed. Some said, "He has gone crazy." Others said, "This is a terrible decision." But the voice inside Irfan was clear. "If I don't take a risk today, I will live with regrets forever." The house was sold. The emotional foundation shook. But it was from that very moment that the real foundation of strength began to build. This is where Irfan stepped into the world of real estate. The beginning was small, just buying and selling land. He observed the market, understood people's needs, and didn't just look at the price of land, he looked at its future potential. Then he did a commercial project with his father-in-law. That project became the turning point of his life. That was the place where the visionary hidden inside a small businessman finally awakened. Then came the year 1986. Just 40,000 in capital. 3 brothers. A father's blessings. And a burning fire in the heart to do something that history would remember. From this very vision, Prestige Estates and Constructions was born. Their first project was just a 10,000 square foot office building. No media highlights, no glamour, no dramatic launch. Only hard work, honesty, and commitment. The project was successful, and people began recognizing the name Prestige. Slowly, Prestige started shining across Bangalore's skyline. Meanwhile, Bangalore itself was changing. It was no longer just a city. It was becoming India's IT capital. Infosys, Wipro, tech giants, multinational offices. Everyone was making Bangalore their home. And as Bangalore grew, Prestige Group rose with the same speed. Prestige didn't just build structures, they built lifestyles. They gave shape to dreams. Residential projects, commercial towers, luxury homes, corporate spaces. And then came the project that changed everything, Kingfisher Towers. This project placed Prestige not just in the league of South India's giants, but among the elite names of the entire nation. People no longer saw Prestige as just a builder. They saw it as a brand. But the story didn't end there. The real test was still ahead. After conquering South India, A question stood before Irfan. Should he challenge Mumbai next? Mumbai, where every inch of land is worth a fortune. Mumbai, where business is written with the dictionary of ruthless competition. Where giants were already ruling Lodha, Oberoi, Godrej. People said, what will a Bangalore builder do in Mumbai? Surviving here isn't easy. But Irfan wasn't someone who feared challenges. He thought, if you truly want to be a champion, you have to step onto the toughest battlefield. And that is exactly what he did. Around 5 years ago, Prestige entered Mumbai. People were skeptical, the market was tough, projects were risky. But Irfan Razack never plays gambles. He builds calculated strategies. He understood the city, identified its needs, chose the right locations, and launched the right projects. Today, Prestige has 11 major projects in Mumbai. From South Mumbai to the suburbs, the Prestige identity has spread. They now hold a development pipeline of 32 million square feet. Just imagine, the same man who once sold his own home to survive is today building homes for millions. Today, he stands as the architect of millions of square feet of dreams. And then comes the part that makes this story even stronger. Today, according to Forbes, the total wealth of Irfan Razack and his brothers is estimated to be around $6 billion, roughly 54,000 crore. But their real greatness doesn't shine through their money. It shines through their work ethics. Even at the age of 70, Irfan doesn't just sit in an air-conditioned office and give orders. He still personally visits construction sites twice a week. He talks to workers, understands ground realities, and keeps an eye on every detail himself. He says, in this business, you have to step onto the ground. Empires aren't built sitting inside cabins. And that's the difference between a boss and a leader. Irfan is a leader. Prestige's logo, the soaring falcon, is also a reflection of his vision. A falcon sees far, reacts fast, flies high, and never retreats. The SAM philosophy is visible in every Prestige project. Perhaps that's why their headquarters is named Prestige Falcon Towers. It's not just a building, it's a symbol of thought. But the biggest question is, what do we learn from this story? We learn that the biggest decisions of life are never taken inside the comfort zone. Sometimes, the greatest flights demand the greatest sacrifices. We learn that backgrounds may be small, but thinking should never be. We learn that the world will laugh at you in the beginning, doubt you, criticize you. But consistency eventually silences every voice. We learn that the heart of business is not money, it is trust. People don't just buy property, they buy faith. There was a time when Irfan didn't even have a home of his own. Today, millions live in dream homes because of his projects. There was a time when he had only 40,000. Today, his name is taken among the world's top real estate leaders. There was a time when people underestimated him. Today, the SAM world salutes him. This is not just a success story, it is inspiration. Irfan Razack's story teaches us that circumstances never truly break a person, they shape them. If a person has faith, hard work, and courage, no effort ever goes to waste. Life belongs to those who dare to take risks.
If our video has taught you something new, do not forget to like and share this video so that this information can reach others as well. Your likes and shares are a source of inspiration for us. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let us know in the comments. It will be our honor to answer your questions and listen to suggestions. And yes, if you like our content, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you stay connected with every new story. Thank you. GRT Business YouTube channel sources, news from various news agencies, opinion polls and other public sources. We try to ensure that every report and summary is accurate and verified, but we are not responsible for any dispute or error. Our aim is only to provide you with accurate information.